Lander Tiger football is on the air. To bring you the action, let's head to the stadium. Here is Scott Fuller.
Well, a good Friday evening, everyone. Welcome to Lander Valley High School for Lander Tigers football on 1330 KOVE, 107.7 FM, as well as live streaming video at county10.com. I'm Scott Fuller, welcoming you into the Porter's Tailgate Show. It's brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's is a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. Well, tonight the Lander Tigers close out their regular season, and with a win, will sneak themselves into postseason play for the first time under head coach Jim Burton, this being Coach Burton's second season with the Tigers. It is worth remembering, I think, at this moment before kickoff, that the Lander Tigers did not win a single game last season. And so to be in contention for postseason play with a potential 4-4 record on the season, I think says quite a bit about the improvements this team has made and the play that this special group has put forward with a pretty shallow team still developing, still in quote-unquote rebuilding mode, as they probably will be for a couple of years, trying to reestablish football as a priority here in the Lander Valley. But 0-9 last year, and the Tigers have a chance for 4-4 in the regular season, and with a win, will sneak into the playoffs tonight. But it takes two to tango. Buffalo Bison have made the trip to Lander tonight in precisely the same position. It's win or go home for Buffalo as well. Buffalo with an identical record to Landers, 3-4 overall, and their conference schedule at this point for both teams has worked out in the same way. And the regular season road leads into tonight's game. The winner of Lander-Buffalo will play football in the postseason again next week. The loser of tonight's game is done for the football season. We'll take a look back at in some more detail at both teams' games last Friday night. Get you starting lineups for Lander, and the Tigers being home here at night will kick it off here in about 15 and a half minutes in what, in effect, for Lander is a playoff game. That's all coming up next. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at fremontchevygmcriverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Watch every Tigers game in high-definition streaming video on the County 10 YouTube page. Now, more Tiger football on KOVE and county10.com.
Welcome back to the Porter's Tailgate Show. Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton is your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. We are pregame here between Lander and Buffalo. Winner advances to the postseason. Loser goes home, is done for the year. It is that simple here tonight at LVHS. Tigers hosting Buffalo tonight. Bison started their season at 3-1, including a conference win over Rollins in their first 4 games. Their only loss to the hands of the top-notch Cody Bronx during that stretch. But as the conference schedule has worn on, Buffalo slipped quite a bit. Bison haven't won a game in conference play since that win over Rollins. That came back on September 27th, about a month ago. They've suffered 3 straight losses to Riverton, Torrington, and Douglas. Most recently, Douglas earned a 19-3 victory over Buffalo last Friday night. It broke that game open in the fourth quarter a bit. Game saw Douglas take an early lead with a touchdown run. Carter Archuleta, who else for the Bearcats in the second quarter. Buffalo managed to score on a field goal in the third quarter. That narrowed the gap to 7-3. They could not capitalize further, though the Bison couldn't. In the fourth quarter, Milo Oria adding another touchdown for Douglas, followed by an interception return for a touchdown, pick 6 by Cody Hessler, solidifying the victory for Douglas. Buffalo then falls to 3-4 overall, 1-3 in conference play, just like the Lander Tigers. Records are identical, both overall and in conference play. As for the Tigers, Lander coming off a statement victory on a chilly night last Friday right here at LVHS. It was a 54-13 victory over the Rollins Outlaws on senior night last Friday. That was also the first time Lander has scored 50 or more points in a game since 2011. That was when Lander defeated also Rollins 53-0. October 2011, the last time Lander had scored 50 points offensively in a game prior to last Friday night. Thanks to Wyoming-football.com for the history there. More history was set in that game last Friday night. Braden Baker ran for 303 yards officially on 16 carries last week. That shattered the previous Tigers all-time rushing record in a single game. Thanks to County 10's Randy Tucker. He tracked down some history on that game earlier in the week. You can read that at county10.com. But the previous single-game rushing mark for Lander had been 260 yards. Somehow that was shared by 2 players in the past, George Bozinick and Jacob Muth. Bozinick set that record for Lander's unbeaten 1948 season against Powell in a 40-13 Tiger win. Muth more recently tied that 260 mark against the Lyman 20 years ago in a 55-8 blowout win over the Eagles on September 24th of 2004, still a solid 20 years ago. Also of note, in setting that mark, Braden Baker bumped down his father, Eric Baker, one notch further down the all-time list of Tigers single-game rushing leaders. Eric had 216 yards against Rollins in a 28-26 loss, actually, to the Outlaws in a Class 3 playoff game. He moved to 6 all-time, did the senior Baker to 7th. Now, Braden Baker, after his son's stellar performance, Braden Baker on that list, on top of the list of all-time single-game rushing yard leaders. So a lot of history made last Friday night. It was a lot of fun to watch. Thanks again to Randy Tucker for the history lesson and the context there. And the Tigers don't necessarily need that 300-yard performance to grab a victory against Buffalo tonight. They are going to need a typically stout 3-4 to have a pretty good game, and their offense will have to be productive enough to outscore Bison. On paper, that looks realistic for Lander. Buffalo having scored 32 points in their last 3 games combined. Also worth noting that Bison also scored 50-plus points on Rollins in their matchup, just as the Lander Tigers did last Friday. So, on paper anyway, pretty good matchup tonight. Buffalo and Lander, identical records, similar teams in a lot of ways, both playing for the final spot in the 3A East postseason picture. Pretty simple tonight. Winner makes the playoffs, the loser is done for the year. Kickoff is about 8.5 minutes away. Starting lineups, coin toss, and we'll get Tigers Bison going. Coming up next from LVHS on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Boyle Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
This is Fremont County's radio home for the Lander Tigers, KOBE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Welcome back to the Porter's Tailgate Show. Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's is a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. Expected starting lineups for the Lander Tigers tonight. See when we want to squeeze in our national anthem here. We're ahead of schedule prior to Lander and Buffalo. Coin toss about to commence. For those of you watching at county10.com, then we'll get our national anthem and kick things away. We'll squeeze in those Lander starters, as we expect them tonight from head coach Jim Burton. Lander showing off a 3-4 defense. Gavin Romer on the left side. Up front, 55 is Caleb Hamilton at nose. Tress Pickard, 61 on the right end. Linebackers are Larvey wearing 24. 34 is Braden Baker. Braden Johnson Baker wears number 1, and 30 is Cody West. That's the linebacker level in the Lander 3-4. 13, Finn McFadden. Barrett Moffitt wears 36 at the corners. Parker Burton wearing number 10, playing in Coach Burton's bandit spot. And number 4, Landon Jones, is a free safety. Tigers offense starting with the offensive line left to right. Tress Pickard going both ways, wearing number 61. At left tackle, Gus Childers at number 52. On the left side, 54 at center, Jackson Condor. Right guard, Caleb Hamilton, number 55. Gavin Romer, number 66. See if we can catch the coin toss here for you. The Bison have won the coin toss and have deferred, so we should see Lander's offense out first. Rounding out the starting offense for head coach Jim Burton's Lander Tigers, looking for win number 4 on the season here tonight for a 500 4-4 regular season mark. Two deep receivers are Finn McFadden wearing number 13, Sawyer Nakazel 35. Landon Jones wears number 4. Number 5 is Barrett Moffitt. Tight end is Django Ferguson wearing number 87. Those are the expected starting lineups. As injuries go and as position changes sometimes on a team over the course of a long season progress, you sometimes see some differentials in the two deep, but that has been the starting lineup from game 1, and somehow, more or less, the Tigers have kept that. So glad you're joining us here on 1330 KOVE. Kickoff is about 2 minutes away, I would say. We'll get our national anthem out of the way and then get you going with Buffalo and Lander. The winner advances to the postseason. The loser is done for the year. It is that simple. We'll take a break, step aside, get you opening kickoff coming up next here on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, Du Bois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
National Anthem as performed by an LVHS students prior to kickoff of Buffalo and Lander. Scott Fuller with you to bring you what essentially is a playoff game for the Lander Tigers. They win, they're in. They lose, they're done for the year. Same goes for Buffalo. Winner of this game advances to the final spot in the 3A East in postseason play. Loser is moving on to fall winter sports. After this one, Andrew Garcia running our camera this evening. The sun has set. I'll tell you, if this isn't fun, I don't know what is. It is a perfect football night. There's absolutely no wind, maybe just the slightest of breeze, but all three flags behind the north end zone are dead stick, just still. Clear skies, no precip in the forecast, should not be cold as the game progresses tonight. Sun has set over the Lander foothills, and the winner of this game advances to the playoffs. It's just about everything you can hope for and just about as good a scene as we can set here on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton for supporting Fremont County athletes and sponsoring the Porter's Tailgate Show each and every game. Dead on 6 o'clock, too. We're going to start this game exactly on time. Buffalo won the opening coin toss, deferred to the second half. You see the Lander Tigers, every one of them wearing pink underclothes and pink socks in recognition of Pink Night. Senior night was last Friday night. Be honoring Pink Night tonight. Actually kind of works. All black uniforms, white letters, green and black helmets. Buffalo wearing their all white and their gold helmets. If you've not seen Buffalo lately or at all, just picture CU's uniforms. All right, Buffalo kicks right to left. Finn McFadden is back deep to return, standing at his own 4-yard line. And Finn's going to have a shot at this from his own 5. Juggles it a bit, advances the ball to the 10, the 15, tries to cut back, loses his footing, and falls forward to about the 18.5-yard line. That's where Lander's going to begin their first possession of the opening quarter. Historic night, as we mentioned in the Porter's Tailgate Show. Braden Baker with 303 yards officially was a school record for the Lander Tigers. A couple of previous Tigers had the old mark tied at 260. Braden Baker blowing by that. Don't necessarily need a repeat of that performance, although we'd take it. Buffalo, a team that does not score a lot of points. 32 points combined in their last 3 games offensively. Would appear to be a pretty good matchup for the Lander Tigers. First play from scrimmage is a give to Braden Baker on the left side. He'll be contacted across the 22 and falls forward to the 24. Solid pickup of, we'll say, 4, brings up second down and 6. Mention those starters at key positions offensively. Paxton Hollingshead at quarterback. Be Baker out of the backfield, fresh off setting that single-game rushing school record. Caleb Larvey was in warm-ups. See if we see more of him early than we did last Friday. McFadden and Landon Jones, typical receivers. Second down and 6 for the Tigers. From their own 24. Tight formation with one short side. Now that receiver goes in motion to the wide side, still attached. 2 receivers to the right. Finn McFadden on the reverse, end around. Finn McFadden, 35-40, knocked out of bounds as he easily picks up the first down to about the 42-yard line. Was eventually tackled there by Jaron Sutton. For the Bison, productive first couple of plays for Lander. 11:03 in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Clock is stopped at the moment. Ball now up to the 44. Lander still on their own side of the 50. This time they'll go a little bit wider. From left hash, 2 receivers wide side to the right, 1 short side left. Hollingshead has Braden Baker. Instead, a quick throw out into the flat. Caleb Larvey has it to the 45. Makes one white jersey miss, cross midfield near Buffalo's 45 as he is wrangled out of bounds. Think that's going to be short of a first down by about 2 yards. Brings up second down and 2. Nice job by Caleb Larvey being contacted on the quick throw and making the first defender miss. Turns a no gain into a gain of 8. Now from Buffalo's 47-yard line on 2nd and 2. Ball's on the right hash. 2 receivers wide side left. 2 eligibles attached short side right. Braden Baker with a carry, straight up the gut. 45, falls ahead to the 43. Good enough for the first down for the Tigers. Lander moving the sticks on their opening drive. Quintessential Lander Tiger opening drive. Get that 4, maybe 5-yard run. See if you can find someone in space to break a couple open. Find holes in the passing game, get a couple of first downs. So far, so good for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from Buffalo's 42 and some change. From the right hash, 2 receivers wide side left. Braden Baker standing next to Hollingshead. It will be Braden to the short side right. Gets a block, 40. Falling ahead to the 35, was upended and may have been able to take it to the house up the sideline if he could keep his feet, as it was good enough for a first down. Moving the sticks for the Tigers. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 30. Actually 10:24 with the clock stopped on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Nice opening drive for the Tigers. Still scoreless, just a couple of minutes in from LVHS. Winner go home for Lander. Braden Baker, left tackle, dives forward, moves the pile to about the 24. It's a solid run of 6, brings up 2nd down. Got the impression from talking to Coach Jim Burton after the game last week that Braden Baker, the offensive line, nobody could believe the holes that Rollins had seen, or had allowed Lander that they had seen offensively. 300-plus rushing yard night for Braden Baker. 2nd down and 4 from the 24 of Buffalo. Left hash, 2 receivers wide side right. Braden Baker next to Hollingshead. It's a pitch to Hollingshead short side left to the 20. Puts his shoulder pads down, falls ahead to the 16-yard line. First down for the Tigers. Inside the red zone for Lander on their opening drive. Great execution so far up front. Nice play calling. Quintessential Lander Tiger football, looking for the first points of the game after Buffalo deferred the opening possession after winning the coin toss. Ball's just outside the Buffalo 15. Left hash, 2 receivers far side right. Braden Baker with Hollingshead in the shotgun. This will be an end around short side to Finn McFadden. Tries to plan upfield at the 15, falls ahead for a couple more. Actually a pretty nice gain of 4.5, maybe 5 on that run to the far side. Brings up 2nd down. Give McFadden 4. That's the second end around like that off of Braden Baker, who you have to expect was at the top of the minds of the coaching staff and the Buffalo defenders after last week. It's a pretty smart way to play that. Use Baker as a decoy on some of those plays and try to get some other guys open in space. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Ball's at the 11 of Buffalo. Shotgun with 2 receivers short side left to Hollingshead. Play action. This will be a flip out to Barrett Moffitt. Couldn't turn his shoulder pads upfield to the end zone, but that should be 1st and goal inside the 5 for Lander. Looks like it from the 4. Just about the perfect opening drive for the Lander Tigers. 3 minutes off the clock nearly. 9:02 left to go in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander knocking at the door, but they got to pay it off and get it in. Fresh set of 4 downs, 1st and goal from the 3, actually, of Buffalo. Tight formation. Couple of backs are offset right behind Hollingshead, who's under center. Baker is the deep back. He gets the ball. Right guard falls forward, close to a touchdown, but I think they'll mark him short. About the half-yard line on a gain of 2.5, and Braden needed 3. I'm not sure why you wouldn't do that 3 more times, but we'll see what Lander wants to do on 2nd and goal. Last run does center the ball right in the middle of the field. Everybody is tight. T formation straight across Hollingshead, who is under center. Hollingshead give to Braden Baker in from a half-yard out. That is a Lander Tiger touchdown. Buffalo won the opening coin toss. They wanted Lander's offense on the field first, and Lander took advantage of it with a half-yard, be a 1-yard officially, touchdown run. Braden Baker on some inside counter action, as you see on the Gambles replay. Point after touchdown is up, and it is good, just about as good as you can draw it up for the Lander Tigers. On the opening drive, 7-0. We'll take a break. Be right back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Quick 7-0 opening drive as Lander leads Buffalo. Coffin kick, and Lander may have come up with it. That took a backspin, and as the ball spit out, a white jersey falls on it. Credit number 23, Riley Rodener, the sophomore, who saw that squirt out of the pile and fell on it. There is a Buffalo Bison player down after that play. That was quite the scrum at about the 35-yard line. Lander's done that quite a bit, especially over the last 2-3 games on kickoffs, where they'll kick it about 20-25 yards down the field in a spot where just nobody is, and they'll try and get down there before anybody can recover from a weird bounce on the kick return side, and that just about worked. But there is an injured Buffalo Bison player. So with that, we'll step aside. Come right back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. We have an injury timeout following a Lander Tiger touchdown drive. Tigers up 7-0 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard on the kickoff from Lander to Buffalo. It's a great sign there. Brody Barron is now coming to his feet. Brody wearing number 30, just a sophomore for Buffalo. Pretty integral in their offense. The way they were looking at him, Thought they might be stabilizing his upper body and wanting to take him off as opposed to letting him walk off. But Brody is up, and he is doing all right. Like to see that. He's going to walk directly into the Buffalo locker room with a couple of trainers, and certainly hope the sophomore is okay. 8:24 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, and the Buffalo Bison will run their first offensive play from scrimmage from their own 35, down 7-0 to the Tigers. That is Adam Corky at quarterback under center. He will three-step drop and swing one out to Huber. Nice swarm by the left side of the second level for Lander after a gain of about 7. Well-designed play to McCorkey to Huber for about 7 yards. And number 30, Brody Behrens, who just left the game, is involved pretty significantly in Buffalo's run game. He's not their RB1, but he's definitely their change of pace back. So you'll see Thomas Wonka in there wearing number 40, actually an empty set right now. 4 receivers from the right hash. Oh, Wonka is back there, directly behind McCorkey. They'll send jet action motion from right to left. Instead, it's Wonka. Bouncing around, nice initial point of contact by Lander on the left side of their defense, and Wonka is run out of bounds. May have gained a yard or so. That will bring up second down. Oh, that's good enough for a first down, excuse me. Ball now at the 47-yard line. Bison getting their first down on the ground. McCorkey again under center, right hash, has a receiver short side wide right. And now a pitch to Wonka, puts his foot in the ground, loses the football, Lander has it. Wonka had that one poked away from behind by, I believe, Gus Childers, forcing the fumble. And I want to say Jackson Conder fell on it. So after a first down, Buffalo gives up the rock. It's their number 1 running back, their senior, Thomas Wonka, who didn't see pressure coming from behind and had that knocked away. Great play by the Lander Tiger defense. Up 7-0. Tigers with the ball back with great field position. Going to be Lander operating from their own 47-yard line now. 7:32 in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. So we flip back to Lander's offense. Hollingshead from the right hash. Will give to Braden Baker. Braden Baker with a lane. Puts his shoulder down across the 45 and falls out to the 40-yard line. Braden Baker with a powerful run of 20 yards on 1st and 10 into Buffalo territory. Baker with a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, capping off just about a perfect drive for the Lander Tigers in their opening possession. And now 1st and 10, actually a 21-yard run as the ball is inside Buffalo's 40 to the 39. Hollingshead from the right hash, 2 receivers wide side left, sends motion in Cody West in front of him. Give to Braden Baker after all that. Baker not contacted for 5 yards, finally upended after a gain of about 8. All the way down to the 31-yard line of Buffalo. Braden Baker picking up right where he left off last week, setting the single-game school rushing record. And it's not a new record. It goes back 80 years. With 303 yards, the new number 1 mark for the Lander Tigers. 2nd down and 2, Hollingshead from the gun. Be a play action to Baker. Flip out right side to Barrett Moffitt. Barrett brought down at the 22, good enough for a Tiger first down. I haven't seen one miss yet from Lander in terms of play calling or execution on either of their 1.5 offensive drives to start the game. I think Buffalo's taking the same thing. They want to talk it over with a timeout. We'll step aside with them and come right back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Back here at Lander Valley High School, LVHS trying to add to a 7-0 lead, 6:18 to go in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Winner go home for the Lander Tigers. Same goes for Buffalo in this game. Winner of this game gets a playoff spot in the 3A East. Braden Baker with a give out of the timeout across the 20. Nice run down to about the 17-yard line on 1st and 10. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 coming up. It's just a perfect night for football. Sun now fully down behind the Lander foothills. I would guess it's about 57 degrees outside right now, 60 when we came in. No wind at all. Elements are not an external factor in this game. 2nd and 5 from the Buffalo 16, left hash mark. Paxton Hollingshead has Braden Baker to his left, has 2 receivers wide side to the right. Baker looking for space, real patient run to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 10. 3 more tackles broken, and Braden Baker falls into the end zone for a Lander Tiger touchdown from 15, 16 yards out. Well, you sense that Braden Baker has some confidence now that he is the owner of the school's single-game rushing record. Really impressive run there, running over no less than 4 white jerseys on his way to the end zone. 13-0 Lander lead on Buffalo. In a game the Tigers have to win to continue their postseason. PAT is up and good. Tigers 14, Bison nothing on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
At Redden Kane & Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Braden Baker representing both touchdown runs for the Lander Tigers, one from a single yard out, one from 11 yards out. Tigers on top of Buffalo in a game both teams need to win, 14-0. The kickoff is a short one, fielded by one of the Buffalo upmen at their own 20, and skirts across the 25 to the 30, and just about there is where the Buffalo Bison will start their second offensive drive. First one wasn't looking too bad from Buffalo's perspective, but a couple of nice defensive individual plays, forcing and then recovering a fumble, turned over the Bison. Lander's offense came through. Braden Baker knocking it in for his second TD of the game. Buffalo from the right hash in their own 25. Quick throw out to the wide side left flat. Nice individual effort by Ryan Nicholas, making a couple of Tigers miss until Caleb Larvey finally comes in from the second level. Should be good enough for a first down, though it is. Gain of, I think, 11 on 1st and 10. Ball now on the Buffalo 40. Adam McCorkle, the senior quarterback, is now from the shotgun. Left hash, 3 receivers wide side right, 1 to the left. High snap, but it's handled. Wonka in the right flat, quickly corralled by a couple of black jerseys. Nice pursuit, nice defensive read from the second level on that play. There's going to be no gain on that one. 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock rolls to 4.5 to go in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander Tigers up on Buffalo 14-0. 2nd and 10, McCorkle from the shotgun now. 2 receivers wide side left, 1 short side right. No, McCorkle's under center. He's got Wonka behind him. The give is to Wonka. Wanted to go straight ahead, now cuts it back left, and Wonka has some room to the 45. Nice shoestring tackle. Prevented that from being a home run for Buffalo. As it was, a gain of 14 yards, plenty for a first down. Adam McCorkle is so low under center. I've missed him a couple of times under center, and I mistake Thomas Wonka for being in the shotgun, but Wonka's the running back. Buffalo does like to go under center quite a bit. I'm going to double check myself, but this time McCorkle is in the shotgun. He's got Wonka to his right. From the left hash, tight trips to the wide side right, and a single receiver short side left. This will be a design quarterback run. That's actually Ryan Nicholas in. Ryan wanted to go right. He's now cutting back left. And a nice individual tackle. That was Finn McFadden, who, frankly, I mean, that's not how you draw that up, but that might have been a touchdown run had Finn McFadden not gotten back over to the backside to help. We did see that a little bit with Buffalo and Torrington in a game 2 weeks ago. They shuffle out Adam McCorkle for Ryan Nichols. So that's another thing to keep an eye on in the Buffalo backfield, but it's McCorkle back in this time. Shotgun, Wonka to his left from the left hash, trips to the right, and a flag at the snap. It was already 2nd and 11. This will be a false start against Buffalo, making it 2nd and 16. Also puts the ball back on Buffalo's own side of the 50. It'll be at the 48. Clock stopped until the snap at 3:04. Now 3:03 to go in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Same formation with McCorkle in the gun. Wonka to his left. Tight trips, wide side to the right. McCorkle's looking to throw. Nice route, nice catch. Is that Jared Sutton, I believe, for Buffalo? It was running a 10-yard in and got about 4 on top of that after the catch, so that will take a chunk out of what Buffalo needed, but it's not first down yet. This is 3rd and 1. This is 2-down territory, though, for Buffalo if they don't make it. I'm sure both teams have that in mind as Buffalo breaks the snap from breaks the huddle from Landers 36. McCorkle under center. Fullback in motion, right to left behind him. Give to Wonka. Wonka, 35, first down, and falls ahead to the 30. In on the tackle for Lander was Parker Burton. Says 4th down on the far side, but that was a first down. Now they fixed that. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo from Landers 31. Bison trying to claw their way back into this game. They need this game exactly as much as Lander does. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser is done. McCorkle is under center. Same fullback motion behind him, right to left. McCorkle with a 5-step drop. Now steps up, now tucks. Left side 30. It's popped pretty good at the 29-yard line, but McCorkle, the big senior quarterback, falling ahead for a couple extra. It'll be a gain of 5 down to the 26. Adam McCorkle didn't like what he saw right away. It was a design throw. He was looking right to begin with, but had pressure coming from his right, and so tucked it. Turned what could have been a really negative play into a gain of 5 for Buffalo. 2nd and 5 coming up from the Tigers' 26. McCorkle again under center. 2 receivers wide side right, 1 short side left. Wonka's the lone back behind him. Jet motion from left to right. Now 3 receivers to the right side. Pitch to the abandoned weak side is Wonka. He is upended after a gain of about 4.5. It'll be interesting to see where they spot this. We're going to say he's about a half a yard short, if that. Football length short. 3rd down coming up from the 21 of Lander. But once again, 2-down territory for the Bison if they were to not convert. Pending some sack of 20 yards or something crazy happening, this is a drive Buffalo has to score a touchdown on. Down 14-0. 35 seconds and rolling in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Buffalo's taking quite a bit of time getting this play call in. From the left hash on 3rd and a football length, McCorkle is under center. And they'll send a receiver now 2, short side left, 1 wide side right. It's Wonka straight behind McCorkle. Looked like Lander jumped, and they may have just given a free first down to Buffalo unless they were drawn offside. No, the officials are going to say somebody on the left side of the offensive line for Buffalo jumped first. Well, 3rd and half a yard becomes 3rd and 5.5 after the false start. Ball knocked back to the 26 of Lander. Lander's had some good fortune when it comes to opposing penalties at key times in both their wins and their losses this year. Keep an eye on that one depending on how this drive goes. Buffalo on 3rd and 5 now. Still on the left hash, 2 receivers wide side right. And a timeout has been taken by, I believe, Buffalo. Probably a wise use of a first half timeout there. Oh, no, that's the quarter. So, after 1, and as we head to the second, Lander on top of Buffalo 14-0. Back after this with quarter number 2 on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Welcome to County 10, your go-to local news hub. Stay updated with the latest Fremont County news shaping your day, and dive into local events, entertainment, and music. Discover the essence of our community with stories featuring local faces and places. From lifestyle features to breaking news, County 10 covers it all. Join us in experiencing what's happening around us. Visit county10.com. Community connected.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is Fremont County's radio home for the Lander Tigers. KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Start of the second quarter is a 3rd and 5 for the Buffalo Bison. Quarterback for Buffalo under center. Looked like that was designed to be a handoff, but it works out better for the Bison as McCorkle is going to be spun around for the first down and then about 5 or 6 more on 3rd and 5. Inside the Lander 15 at the end of the run. That play definitely had the look of either a fullback dive or maybe an option to the right. And instead McCorkle just kind of went with it. Followed the interior of his offensive line for was probably a better outcome for Buffalo anyway in a first down. Ball's right at the Lander 15 after the first play of the second quarter. Tigers up 14-0 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, game that both teams have to win to continue into the postseason. McCorkle is under center with Wonka directly behind him. Quick pass out to the left side, it's pretty high, and it's all that Ryan Nichols could do to just come down with that ball. It will end up being a loss of 5. And it's all instinct to go up and try to catch that ball, but had Nichols just let that go, assuming it went out of bounds, because it would have been a live ball, but that would have been a more productive play than actually catching that ball. Just a really high throw from McCorkle under center from a half-step drop out to the wide side, so second down and 15. McCorkle this time from the shotgun, 2 receivers, short side left, 1 wide side right. McCorkle catches the shotgun, looking for the fade down the wide side. That is incomplete and well defended. Finn McFadden out there in single coverage. Intended receiver was Zane Huber. Senior to senior connection was thwarted by number 13 for Lander on that play. 3rd down and 15 coming up. Well, any negative play here, and you may have to bring on the field goal team. Buffalo's pretty good for going for 3. We'll see what 3rd and 15 has in store from the Lander 20. McCorkle from the gun, 3 receivers wide side right, 1 way left short side. McCorkle's looking to fade again. Slants across the middle is caught. That's Jaron Sutton who finds the end zone from 20 yards out. And a Buffalo touchdown. Thought initially McCorkle was looking to fade maybe to the short side this time. That was a 10-yard in to Jaron Sutton. And the senior quarterback to senior receiver works for a 20-yard touchdown. Good coverage on that play. That's just a really hard play to defend in single coverage. So Buffalo's on the board. Lander still on top, 14-6, pending the PAT. It is Sutton, I believe, who caught the touchdown, who does the kicking duties. No, it's not. It's actually Ryan Nichols who puts it through. And Buffalo strikes back, 14-7 Lander. Back after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Get winter ready with Overhead Door. Don't let the cold in. It's time to prepare your garage door for winter. We'll give you safety, savings, and peace of mind. Our experts ensure your garage door is winter-proof with quality service and repairs. Trust the pros. Schedule your appointment today. Call 307-856-2210 or visit the website at overheaddoorriverton.com.
20-yard touchdown pass has Buffalo on the scoreboard. Lander still leading 14-7. Tigers set to receive this kickoff with 10:22 remaining in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. This is a line drive roller of a kick. Finn McFadden with a chance and some room to the 25, trying to make a man miss up the middle. Falls forward to about the 32-yard line. Nice return by McFadden across his own 30. That's where Lander's offense will start this drive. Lander's touchdowns, the product of the brand new single game rushing yardage school record holder in Braden Baker. Ran for 303 last Friday night. He has a couple of touchdowns already in the first quarter of this game. One from 11 yards out and one from 1 yard out. That is the 14 points for Lander. Tigers from their own 31. Paxton Hollingshead is in the shotgun, has Braden Baker to his left, two receivers to the wide side right. Give ahead to Braden Baker, burying his way forward for about 4, maybe 5. Right up the middle, brings up second down. Have not seen Caleb Larvey much in the offense. We have seen Finn McFadden using kind of Braden Baker as a decoy in the backfield and bringing him around twice on jet sweeps with some success so far. Otherwise, it's been the Braden Baker show again this week. Second down and 5.5 coming up across the Lander 35. Hollingshead sends one of his wide side right receivers motion left. Now 2 attached to that left side. This will be another counter. Jet sweep to Finn McFadden. McFadden spins, runs into the official. Unfortunately for the Tigers, slowed him down a bit as he crossed the 45, brought down at the 48-yard line. Refs are part of the game. They are just there. You have to kind of factor that in. But had Finn McFadden, after his spin, not bumped into the back judge there, I'm not sure how far he might have gone. Still a great run, good for a first down up to the 48-yard line. Tigers moving the chains and keeping the clock rolling. That's what they want to do. Up 14-7 with 9:07 remaining in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Hollingshead from the left hash after the Finn McFadden jet sweep. This will be Braden Baker left side. He dodges one ankle tackle, crosses the 50, and is brought down to the 48-yard line of Buffalo. Gain of 4 there. 2nd and 6 coming up. But Lander now on the right side of the 50 at Buffalo's 48. Hollingshead with a play call in person from his coach on the sideline. Short side of the field, so a short trot back to the huddle. Ball is on the left hash from Buffalo's 48. 2 receivers wide side to the right now for Lander. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard run. Hollingshead sends Larvey in motion in front of him. Baker's to his right. Give is to Braden Baker. Baker across the 45, and they'll mark him at about the 44. Still a third down coming up for Lander. It'll be a 3rd and 3 Tigers with a touchdown lead, 8-minute mark of the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Can't say enough in this game. A winner goes to the playoffs. It'll be a road game, but someone's playing football next Friday. Someone is done for the year. It's basically a playoff game for both teams. On 3rd and 3, Hollingshead sends Larvey in motion in front of him from the shotgun. Baker's to his left. This will be a long handoff to Braden Baker. Gets the edge. Right tackle goes up in the air, is upended with a Tigers first down across the 40. That was actually a pretty solid tackle by Zane Huber there for Buffalo. To end that run is Braden Baker, after a long mesh, did find the edge on the right tackle. Good enough for a first down. Needed 3, got about 6. Brings up 1st and 10 from Buffalo's 38-yard line. Clock still rolling. Under 7.5 in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs for the Lander Tigers. Hollingshead from the right hash mark inside Buffalo's 40. Takes the snap. Quick gift to Caleb Larvey. Caleb following forward on his first carry of the game for about 2, maybe 3. Tried to pick at that left guard a little bit. Tried to bounce it out, but nice pursuit interior defensive-wise for the Bison. Glad to have you with us across Fremont County, over the air at 1330 KOVE. Streaming video at county10.com. Lander looking to clinch the first playoff spot of the Jim Burton era for the Tigers with a victory tonight. 2nd and 8 from the 38. Hollingshead from the shotgun, right hash. Receivers left side wide. Designed rollout. Braden Baker sneaking out of the backfield, still on his feet after being hit at the 30-yard line, and is forced out of bounds to the 26. Good enough for a Lander first down. Like the play calling so far from the offensive coaching staff for Lander. Haven't seen a miss. Haven't seen a poorly executed play. Haven't seen a play that was just schematically all wrong. It's been real solid for the Tigers. Long, time-consuming drives is what they like. Keep moving those sticks. Now to the 26 with a fresh set. Left hash, Hollingshead with 2 receivers wide side right. There'll be a give to Braden Baker, contacted at the 25. Puts his foot in the ground and falls forward to the 21. Solid gain for Braden Baker of 5. You take away his 303 last week, and that was just a real fun thing to watch. A lot of long runs. I think it's 3 runs over 60 yards. But Braden Baker as a running back is defined as being hit and then being able to get about 4 or 5 yards after that. That's what he's done consistently all year. Ball's now at the 21 of Buffalo on 2nd and 5. After again a nice run from Braden Baker. Scary thought. He'll be back next year for the Tigers. And on 2nd and 5, Hollingshead from the shotgun. Braden's to his right in the backfield. He'll send one of the receivers to the right side, bunch now to the right. This will be a sweep around to Parker Burton. Burton is contacted after about a yard, falls forward to the 20. Small gain of maybe 2 on that play, so 3rd down coming up for Lander. Seen a lot of that with Baker in the backfield. They've tried it 3 times with Finn McFadden to bring that jet sweep from the opposite side, and this time Parker Burton getting involved. On that play in particular, Parker Burton's the backup quarterback. So if you want to run that and then have him throw something to the end zone, that might be interesting. 3rd and 3 coming up. Big play for the Tiger offense later in the first half now. With Paxton Hollingshead from the shotgun. Attached his left, and it's Braden Baker who gets a pitch left side. Nice tackle at the 20-yard line. This will be a real close spot. Actually, it won't. That's no gain on the play. So it will be 4th and 3 coming up for the Tigers, and decision time for head coach Jim Burton. Up a touchdown in a game that you have to win to keep playing. I think Lander may be going for this. They'll have one personnel change of sending Barrett Moffitt into the game. But I think Lander's got an eye on rolling the dice here. Yep, Paxton Hollingshead has the play on 4th and 3. Tigers are at least going to line up like they're going for it. From Buffalo's 20. Ball is left hash on 4th and a long 3. Hollingshead. Braden Baker to his left. 2 receivers short side left. And now they'll send Caleb Larvey to the left side as well, and a timeout's going to be taken by Lander. There was some confusion on the lineup on that play, so we get 4th down. We'll keep it right here and thank some of our sponsors. Like Bailey Tire and Auto, proud to support our local athletes. Full-service tire and auto shops, 755 South Federal in Riverton, as well as just down the street from the high school at 1305 West Main in Lander. Bailey Tire and Auto. Also thanks to Wyoming Catholic College, a proud sponsor of all Fremont County athletics, proud to cheer on our Lander Tigers. Your dedication on and off the field is admirable. You can find them online at wyomingcatholic.edu. Scott Fuller with you on a Friday night in Lander. Picture perfect football weather for the final regular season game of the year on Proud to Wear Pink Night here at LVHS. All the Lander Tigers repping at least pink socks, if not pink underclothes under their black-on-black uniforms. Buffalo wearing their road white tops and bottoms with pretty sharp gold helmets, I must say. 4th and 3 coming up. Lander Tigers out of their own timeout. We'll come out this time in a real tight formation. 2 backs are behind Hollingshead, who is under center. That was broken from the beginning. In fact, that snap won't even count, as that'll be a false start against the Lander. About 3 of the offensive linemen moved before the center snapped the ball. It'll drive you nuts as a coach. Plan A there was, it's on 2. Let's try to get them to jump off and give us a free first down. But Lander was a little bit too eager to go, although the officials are talking about this quite a bit. See what the official indication is. It was false start against Lander. That might change the decision making, unless you think this is too long of a field goal to try. They're kind of in that no man's land, Lander is, where kind of too short to punt, too long to try a field goal maybe. And it's a 4th and 9 after the penalty. Lander is going to line up like they're going for this one too, from the 25 of Buffalo. Hollingshead from the shotgun, left hash, 2 receivers either side, and Braden Baker to his right, sends motion. Now 3 receivers wide side right. Hollingshead's looking to throw from the snap, lofts one into the end zone, open receiver, and somehow coming down with the ball, if he completed that catch, Parker Burton, starting quarterback to backup quarterback from 25 yards out. Tried to snag that for you on the Gamble's replay because that was really well defended too. Defender had gotten beat by a step on the play, but got his hand right in the passing lane. That's just great concentration from Parker Burton. So 25-yard touchdown on 4th and 9. PAT up and good. Landers back up by 2 touchdowns on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Back after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Welcome to County 10, your go-to local news hub. Stay updated with the latest Fremont County news shaping your day, and dive into local events, entertainment, and music. Discover the essence of our community with stories featuring local faces and places. From lifestyle features to breaking news, County 10 covers it all. Join us in experiencing what's happening around us. Visit county10.com. Community connected.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Tigers on top of the Buffalo Bison by a score of 21-7 with 3:47 to go in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander going for it on 4th and 9, 25-yard completion from Paxton Hollingshead to Parker Burton. Now that short kick is going to be fielded by Buffalo at the 26, and nice kick cover down the field as a couple of Tigers were right there after a return of maybe 2 or 3 yards. If you are going to give up field position with that tactical kick like that, hoping for a muff or hoping for a kick cover recovery, you do have to get down the field and cover it just like that. Limits the field position damage, and Buffalo's going to start from their own 30. Bison find themselves down 2 scores again, 21-7, as their senior quarterback Adam McCorkle starts from the shotgun. now has motion. McCorkle's looking to throw. All kinds of time in the pocket. McCorkle still in trouble in the pocket. Now he's rolling to the 25-30, being chased by Braden Baker from behind, who finally gets him. That's the most bizarre play you'll see in a while. That play went on so long in the pocket, as you look at the end on the Gambles replay, that some of the Lander pass rushers had assumed that the ball was either downfield or the play was over, and they kind of gave up on the play and turned around and saw the quarterback still with the ball in the pocket. And fortunately, a high-effort play by Braden Baker limited that from being one of those strange plays in a game like this. Still a first down for Buffalo. To the Lander 42, McCorkle from the shotgun sends motion to even things out 2 by 2. McCorkle pumps, steps up, now slings it over the middle. That ball is somehow caught. There's a zip of a throw, and then Zane Huber came in with that for Buffalo. Great coverage. After, again, McCorkle had all kinds of time in the pocket. It's a lot to ask your secondary to do that much work after 3-4 seconds on a play downfield. So Lander's second level, after only a couple of plays, probably wanting a breather. Another first down for Buffalo to Lander's side of the 50, 48-yard line. Left hash, McCorkle from the shotgun. 2 receivers wide side right, 1 short side left. As Wonka to his right. McCorkle's trying to throw it again. Pumps. Now a wide open receiver. It is Huber again. Zane Huber nearly has 10 yards on the 10-yard in. And it will be, they'll say first down. Just enough to the Lander 37-yard line. So Buffalo's going to the air, and that appears to have been a bit of a surprise for the Lander defense. Bison moving the ball with their senior quarterback having all kinds of time in the pocket. From the shotgun, McCorkle, 3 receivers wide side to the right, is rolling again. He'll fling this one deep downfield. Jump ball, single coverage, falls to the turf, incomplete. Good coverage down the field from Landon Jones, who found himself alone on that free safety area island. That's a play where you make it or it's a touchdown, and Landon Jones timed that perfectly. Went for the ball, made a play on that, and it fell incomplete. Second down coming up. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Lander Tigers. Same formation, at least to start, for Buffalo. 3 receivers wide side right, 1 to the short side left. It is Wonka and the quarterback McCorkle, who takes the snap, steps to the left, fires it over the middle again, and again well defended. Ball falls to the turf, incomplete, and that was Parker Burton on the coverage down the seam for the Tigers. 3rd down and 10 coming up. So Lander's gotten used to that deep pass. Took him a couple of plays, but the secondary has shown up once Buffalo crossed the 50. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bison. Minute 52 in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 3rd down and 10 again from the 37-yard line of Lander. Exact same formation for the Bison. 3 receivers wide side right, 1 short side left, and McCorkle takes the shotgun. No handoff here. He'll be rolling, pressured by Braden Baker. Now lofts one down the left sideline that is knocked incomplete. Double coverage there for the Tigers, but the play really was made by Finn McFadden. You'll see on the Gambles replay a couple of Lander players were there, but it was Finn McFadden who was close to the receiver, got his right hand in, and was able to knock the ball away, forcing a 4th and 10. Buffalo's not going to try a field goal here. Would think they're too far away. They're going to take a timeout and decide exactly what they want to do before their 4th down attempt coming up. We'll keep it right here. That's timeout number 2 for the Buffalo Bison and head coach Ross Walker. Lander has 2 remaining in the first half, having used 1. Thanks again to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals. And remember, delivery is free 30 miles from the store. That includes Riverton, so turn around, shop in town. Also in town, Perfect Power here in Lander, supporting our athletes on and off the field. Give Perfect Power a call today for any electrical need you may have at home or at work. 332-7184. It's going to be a 4th down and 10 coming up as Douglas has gone to the air exclusively and pretty deep on each play this drive, and it's worked up until about this point. Credit some of the guys in the secondary like Barrett Moffitt and Parker Burton for Lander. Finn McFadden on that last play on 3rd and 10 did a nice job on the home run ball. This is a pretty big play in this game. 4th and 10. Buffalo from Lander's 37. 3 receivers wide side right, 1 to the short side, all the way at the sideline to the left. It is McCorkle from the shotgun, has to step up, and now is scrambling. He'll have to run for it. To the 30, falling ahead to the 26-yard line. I think he got it by about a half a yard. We'll see what the official spot is. They'll give him the first down. So that's not what was drawn up during the timeout there from head coach Ross Walker, but Adam McCorkle doing a nice job at the top of the drop to step up. He had pressure from both edges coming in on him, and he saw a lot of space as the linebacker level was vacated. Thought he could get there, and he was right by a half a yard. So Buffalo's quarterback keeps the drive going for the Bison down to the 26. 1st and 10. Shotgun. Now a pitch to Wonka. Wonka, nice cut up to the 16-yard line. We'll actually spot him just a yard short to the 17. Also like that play call from Buffalo after a 4th down scamper like that. But the clock is rolling under 50 seconds. 2nd and 1 for the Bison from the 16. McCorkle takes the shotgun snap. He's throwing down the seam. That ball is nearly intercepted and falls incomplete. Couple of Tigers were there on the coverage. You saw Parker Burton and Landon Jones both converging from opposite sides on that play, and it might have been Landon Jones who nearly had an interception in the end zone on that play. Brings up 3rd and 1 is all Buffalo needs. 40 seconds with the clock stopped after the incompletion in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Buffalo does have a timeout here, and they got to get the first down, or you could just take a shot at the end zone, see what the Bison want to do from the shotgun. Motion receiver, now 3 to the short side left. It's going to be a design quarterback run for McCorkle up the middle, first down easily inside the 10-yard line. The clock is going to stop until the sticks are moved with 36 seconds left in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Now it rolls under 35. Buffalo hurries onto the ball, and a timeout is taken by Lander to talk this one over. Again, we'll keep it here and bring you up to the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show. Recap the Lander scoring. It's been a great first half for the Lander Tigers. Couldn't have really asked for anything more. I mean, we're coming off a Friday effort last week against Rollins where your star running back breaks the single game rushing record, runs for like 4 touchdowns. But barring an individual performance like that, this is exactly what you're looking for the Lander Tigers. I'm watching Braden Baker by himself walk down the sideline during this timeout, and he may be going to the locker room early, and he is looking at his right hand a little bit. Don't think that's enough to keep a guy like Braden out of the game if you got a little stinger there, but Braden's exiting the field early. Or actually, he's going over to the trainer's table right now. Lander just took that timeout. Still plenty of time for Buffalo. If you hurry, you could get up to 3 plays out of this, and the Bison do have a timeout left. So from the Lander 7-yard line, Bison will have McCorkle in the shotgun with Wonka to his left. 3 receivers to the wide side. Instead, he throws short side. Easy catch and throw and catch touchdown to Zane Huber. Adam McCorkle from 6 yards out gets Buffalo back to within a touchdown. 21-13 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 25 seconds remaining, pending the PAT. Extra point from Nichols. Snap is corralled, and the kick is through. Makes the score 21-14, Lander on top. There's only 25 seconds left in the second quarter, so we will keep it right here with you right up until halftime. Appreciate those of you joining us. Very important game for the Lander Tigers. Lander 0-9 last year in Jim Burton's first year. With a victory tonight, Tigers would be 500 in the regular season. At 4-4, they would also have to have 2 conference wins in the 3A East, exceeding, fair to say, everybody's expectation, and they would sneak themselves into the playoffs. Same goes for Buffalo. Same conference record, same overall, same situation of needing a win tonight to play any games in postseason play next Friday night. Brayton Baker is trotting back down toward his team. He may have just had fingers or some part of his hand taped up there during the Buffalo touchdown. He looks just fine, though. Buffalo's going to kick off out of the touchdown pass with 25 seconds remaining. Finn McFadden is deep, standing in his own 5-yard line. See what Buffalo wants to do with this kick. Traditionally may want to squib this, get it to one of the up men. Nope, it's going to be Finn McFadden's on a bounce. They do kick it away from him, so Finn's all the way by the right pylon. Has it, though, at the 5. Making a couple of moves to the 10. Keeps his legs churning to the 14-yard line. That's okay, good 7 seconds off the clock, so 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. See what Lander wants to do with the ball with just a timeout and so little time remaining from so deep in their own territory. Hang on to the ball is job number 1. Paxton Hollingshead with the play call, trots in to join his offense in the huddle. Brayden Baker's not in the game right now. He's on the sideline. Trainer's looking at his right hand. It's Caleb Larvey in there instead. From the right hash in their own 14, Hollingshead is under center and will take a knee. Don't imagine Buffalo will stop the clock. So that's a pretty productive first half of football and a big game for the Lander Tigers. Have to win to make the playoffs on both sides, and the Tigers are on top of Buffalo at the half, 21-14. We'll take a break, come back right after this for the Wide Out Buckle Up for Life halftime show, next on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
At Redden Kane & Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
This is Fremont County's radio home for the Lander Tigers. KOBE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
And welcome back to Lander Valley High School. It is halftime with Lander on top of Buffalo 21-14 in a winner-go-home regular season finale for both teams. Winner advances to the playoffs next Friday, and the loser is done for the season. Wideout reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. For those of you watching on the County 10 YouTube channel, we're going to keep the Buckle Up for Life logo off the screen for just a moment so you can enjoy the Lander Valley High School Marching Band. This is a themed halftime performance that they have put together. I didn't catch enough of the storyline to kind of fill you in, but I wouldn't be much help probably anyway. But the Lander Valley High School Marching Band is on the field for the first time that I've seen this year during a halftime show, so we'll continue watching that as we update you on first half scoring. This is just about a quintessential first half for the Lander Tigers. Exactly the kind of football they want to play, including forcing a turnover that led to a touchdown. So scoring got started with Braden Baker, fresh off his 303-yard performance against Rollins last Friday. That was good enough for a single-game rushing record for the entire history of the school. Broke the previous record that was tied by two former Tigers who played about 40 years apart, 260 yards in a single game. And Braden Baker blew by that against Rollins last Friday night. And the new school mark is 303 yards. So he put one in from a yard out with 8:24 to go in the first quarter and had an 11-yard touchdown run with 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. So the first two touchdowns for Lander came from Braden Baker, picking up right where he left off last Friday night. Finally, in the second quarter, Tiger scoring rounded out by a 25-yard completion on fourth down. That was a 4th and 9 play from Paxton Hollingshead to Parker Burton with 3:47 remaining in the second quarter. On Buffalo's best drive of the game, they threw it down the field. Lander's D did force a third down twice on that drive, but eventually Buffalo putting it in from 11 yards out. Might have been a 20-yard pass completion on that play, actually, to narrow the deficit to a 2-touchdown lead for the second time in the first half. Lander has led by as many as 14 points twice separately, and at halftime they find themselves up by a single touchdown, 21-14 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Some scores from around 3A that we can pass along to you. The Rollins Outlaws, who fell to Lander here last Friday, are trailing 21-0 at half in Rollins. Riverton on top of the Outlaws. Outlaws having some personnel issues on the team following their loss heading into their final game tonight. Heard they are starting a freshman quarterback. It was only a 7-0 Riverton lead at the end of the first quarter, but the Wolverines have extended that out to a 21-0 lead at halftime. Here in Lander, it is 21-14 at halftime. This is the Wydot Buckle Up for Life halftime show, reminding you Wydot is, and we all are, that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. We'll take a break, about 8 minutes or so away from the second half between the Lander Tigers and the Buffalo Bison, right here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Living well isn't just about things, it's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Watch every Tigers game in high-definition streaming video on the County 10 YouTube page. Now, more Tiger football on KOBE and County10.com.
It is halftime with a Lander Tigers 21-14 lead as we bring you back into the Wide Out Buckle Up for Life halftime show, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Scott Fuller with you on a beautiful night in Lander. This is probably my favorite weather Friday that we've had here at home for Lander all season long. Definitely not too hot all day today. Not cool by any stretch either, unless you're one of the fans just sitting on the metal bleachers quietly following the Yankees and the Dodgers, as I see a couple of Yankees hats to my left. But Lander faithful have to be pretty happy. Couldn't have scripted a better open for the Tigers, to be honest with you, offensively especially, and that's been their big problem all year, is generating consistent offense. That was by far the most consistent 2 quarters of football that Lander has played all season long, and they're going to hope to keep that going as we get the second half underway in just a little bit. For those of you watching at County10.com, the Lander Valley High School Marching Band wrapping up a special performance that they had put together for the halftime crowd. And as they march off the field, we are about 5.5 minutes away from the third quarter. Both teams still in the locker room making those second half adjustments. It'll be for the last time this year for one of these two teams just to be able to have reached the end of the season for Lander and have a game like this. It actually worked out perfectly in terms of common opponent in a big game like this. With both these teams, Buffalo and Lander, with an identical overall record, identical conference record, and so definitely an even matchup for both teams. And it played out that way in the first quarter, in the first half. As soon as you thought Lander might be running away, Buffalo would strike back, exhibiting a little bit more of the passing game, or the Bison, than they've probably showed consistently all year long, as they were down 14 points twice separately in the first 2 quarters and now find themselves trailing by a touchdown. Meanwhile, Lander never trailed in the first half. Buffalo won the opening coin toss and deferred, so the Bison will be getting the ball back to begin the second half, but it worked out for Lander on their first drive of the game. Braden Baker paying that off with a 1-yard touchdown run. Also had an 11-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and then snazzy play of a 25-yard completion on 4th down. Paxton Hollingshead throwing to his backup quarterback, and Parker Burton, who also had a great first half defensively in the secondary, alongside a couple other guys for the Tigers, to make it 21-7. That was the second time that the Tigers have been up by a couple of touchdowns, but at the end of the first half, Buffalo took care of that with a clock-draining scoring drive on a 20-yard touchdown pass to wrap up the scoring in the first half. Still awaiting both teams, and still about 3 minutes or so away from second half kickoff. Again, Buffalo receives the kickoff, and these last 2 quarters will define who's in the playoffs coming up next Friday night. We'll take one more break and come back on the Wide Up Buckle Up for Life halftime show. This is 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
Lander Tiger football is on the air. To bring you the action, let's head to the stadium. Here is Scott Fuller.
Welcome back to the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show. YDOT reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Scott Fuller with you on the final regular season game of the season for both Buffalo and Lander. Andrew Garcia running camera for us tonight. For those of you watching the free video stream at county10.com, mention the stakes in the Porter's Tailgate Show. This is as simple as even as it gets. Two teams with identical overall, identical conference records, coming in basically in the same spot in terms of rebuilding. You definitely say Lander's up this year with 4 wins after going 0-9 last year. Buffalo, maybe you might say down a little bit, usually a perennial postseason contender, but more in that 2nd or 3rd seed as opposed to the 4th seed that both these teams are playing for tonight. But matchup-wise, I thought this game was really interesting for both sides. I think beneficial matchup if that's possible for both teams. I think Buffalo looked at Lander and saw a team that does what they think they can contain, especially if you can get to Braden Baker on offense and doesn't throw the ball a whole lot. And I think, frankly, Lander looked at Buffalo and thought the same thing. A team that had scored 32 combined points in their last 3 games offensively, but have good individual athletes and have a pretty diverse playbook, as we saw later in the second half when the Bison started throwing the ball around the yard a little bit with some success early in that final drive of theirs in the second half, in the second quarter, as we are just about ready to begin the second half. Both teams now back on the field, so we'll get some extra time added to the scoreboard to allow the players to loosen up. Injury updates we have not seen for Buffalo. We have not seen Brody Barron since he was injured on the first kick return that Buffalo had in the game. He was down on his back for quite a bit. Was able to walk off the field, went straight to the locker room. And I have not seen number 30 since for Buffalo. See if he's back in there warming up right now, but he hasn't had any game time since then. Fortunate that he's okay, at least was able to walk off the field. And toward the end of the second quarter there, Braden Baker was looking at his right hand a little bit, went to the trainer's table, had that taped up, and I think that's all that was. Baker did not end the second quarter, but there was also just a kneel down remaining at the point where he was getting that hand taped up. So would expect to see Braden Baker in the second half. He's been obviously instrumental offensively for the last game and a half. That's an understatement. Braden with 303 rushing yards against Rollins for a school record last Friday night. And yeah, Braden's fine. He is itching to go back in right now, but he'll be on defense first if he does play defense at all. One of the things that Jim Burton told us after the Rollins victory, which I think was wise and interesting strategy, was Braden was very limited on defense against Rollins, kind of saving him for those offensive possessions. That obviously worked out to Lander's advantage. We have seen Braden in on defense a little bit more in this game, and yeah, it's basically a playoff game. If you lose, you're done. So you got to have all your horses out there at this point in the season in a game like this. Appreciate you joining us at county10.com and on the radio at 1330 KOVE. Warm-ups are done on the Lander sideline. And after a final sprint and convergence at midfield, Buffalo's going to be done as well. That's interesting. As an assistant coach, I might go up and down the sideline of Lander and say, see what they just did there? Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. Kickoff will be to Buffalo. And this has been the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. single touchdown game, two teams trying to keep playing football next Friday. The reward isn't going to be a great one for either side. Expecting a trip to either Afton or Cody, probably, to play either Star Valley or the Bronx next Friday. To be honest, I didn't even look. That was bad luck for the Tigers. But I do know it's one of the two. And those are two pretty tough opponents, to put it mildly, and those are two decent road trips as well. But on the plus side, Landers back in the playoffs with a win tonight after going 0-9 last season. It'll be the first Tiger trip to the postseason in the Jim Burton era here for the Tigers. Just about set to go in the third quarter, as the Tigers will be kicking off from right to left. And a couple of Bison back deep to receive, including Zane Huber standing in his own 9-yard line. If Zane gets his hands on this will be the deepest kickoff Lander has tried so far. They haven't booted the ball beyond 30 yards down the line of scrimmage so far. Buffalo trailing by a touchdown, set to receive the second half kickoff. Kick is away. This one's a little bit deeper. Falls at the 22. It's muffed. It's bobbled. Fallen on. And Buffalo's going to retain possession after Cooper Jones had that go off his chest pad and bounce in front of him. Even after he fell on that ball, it wasn't super clear. He had control of it. But it will be Bison football at the 28-yard line. See what Buffalo opens up with after running a lot in the first quarter and throwing a lot in the second quarter. Quarterback Adam McCorkle in the shotgun. Tight trips wide side left. This will be a pitch to Wonka. Running back looking for the left edge. 35-40. Wonka's got it. 40. 45 midfield. Foot race to the 40. And knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of the Lander Tigers. Be a 35-yard run. See where they spot this ball. Well, they're going to bring it way back. Action on the far side of the field we couldn't see, so I gave him 15 more yards than he actually had. But Wonka's run is going to be good for 16 up to the 49 of Lander. Still a very good carry by the senior back. So from the Lander 48, motion from left to right, whistles at the snap. That was going to be a jet sweep to Huber to the wide side. Lander's going to take an early timeout here. We'll take it with him. Step aside back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, Du Bois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
To Lander out of the timeout. It was a dive up the middle. I think Lane Rabel may have been involved in the offense with Barron's absence due to injury, but it was a give up the middle on first down for a gain of about 4. So Buffalo now has a 2nd down and 6 coming up from the Lander 45. Adam McCorkle is under center. It's actually 22 Connors behind him. This will be an end around to the wide side. It is Huber with some field and some blockers across the Lander 40. Flag flies in on the back of the play. Yardage is going to be, I think, enough for a first down, but we'll check out the penalty. It is coming back. Holding call somewhere on the right side of that sweep. That is what Buffalo was trying to do on first down before a timeout was called. Out of the timeout, they ran up the middle. Then on second down, they went back to the sweep to the wide side to Zane Huber. A lot of key seniors for this Buffalo team. It's going to be interesting to see them next year. Try to replace them. They don't have a ton. But they do have several, and they're all key players for the Bison. So 2nd and 10. Back to what was the original line of scrimmage after the holding call. And the Lander 48. Right hash mark. Play action. McCorkle in trouble. Uncorks one. Just as he's being contacted in the backfield, got the ball away, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Yeah, Adam McCorkle has had plenty of time in the pocket. Not as much on that 2nd and 10, but definitely had that 2.5, 3 seconds that you hope for as a quarterback, and then some. 3rd and 10 from Landers 48. McCorkle from the shotgun this time. Has Wonka to his right. 3 receivers wide side left. McCorkle's throwing all the way. Loads one up, pulls it back, now fires down the middle of the field, and that is caught by Buffalo's Zane Huber, who is still on his feet inside the 15. Zane Huber came in with that ball among 3 black jerseys, and somehow it found just right on his number 4 on the front of his jersey. And now Buffalo's trying to hurry up. They can't go that fast. They got to wait for the chain gain here. But Buffalo's back on the ball with McCorkle from the shotgun. Throws it into the flat on the right side. Cutting it up and into the end zone is going to be James Einitz, Jr. at 5'10". And now Buffalo is a point away from tying the game up. So some hurry-up action there after the big play, after the big completion. Buffalo's right back on the ball and stretched the Lander defense side to side enough to get James Einitz open in the flat. Junior made a couple of players miss and put it in the end zone. PAT coming from Buffalo to tie the game. Good snap, hold is down, kick is perfect. So we are all tied up at 21. Landers got the ball coming up next on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Back here in Lander, all tied up at 21 after the Buffalo touchdown on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Kickoff is going to bounce. It bounce out of bounds. Or into the end zone. Nope, it'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So again, they've been consistently, Buffalo has kicking the ball either very short of Finn McFadden or very far away from McFadden. That was the latter. Almost bounced out of bounds, but a touchback as the ball finds the back of the end zone. Lander starts from their own 20. All tied up at 21 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 10:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lander's first offensive possession of the second half upcoming. Lander starts again from the 20. Ball's dead center of the field. Paxton Hollingshead from the shotgun. Sends Larvey in motion from attached to left to right. Give to Braden Baker. Looking right tackle. Lowers his shoulder. Keeps his feet moving for a gain of 5. That'll be all. On a nice effort run from Braden Baker. Following 303 yards against Rollins last Friday, good for a school record, and then some, for rushing yards in a single game. What's amazing about that stat is 80% of those yards came in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard run from Braden Baker. Hollingshead's under center this time. Nope, shotgun. We have 2 receivers wide side left. That's Braden Baker with him in the backfield. Again, it's Baker. Avoiding contact in the backfield the first time, but a second white jersey through will net a loss of 3 as Braden Baker couldn't shake the pressure from the second level of the Bison defense. And for the first time all day, Lander's a little bit behind the sticks. They did have a 4th down that ended up being a touchdown pass in the first half. That was helped out by a Lander penalty. But inside the first 3 downs, that might be the first negative play, aside from incompletions, we've seen all game for Lander. Buffalo trying to flip the momentum a little bit, scoring a touchdown on the opening drive of the second half, tying the game up at 21. 3rd and 7 from inside Lander's zone 25. Hollingshead has Baker to his left, 3 receivers wide side left. Hollingshead designed rollout, trying to square his shoulders and elude some pressure. Won't be able to elude pressure, but dumps it down the field, and incomplete was that to Landon Jones. Couldn't come down with it at the end of the play. That was a great individual effort from Paxton Hollingshead. Designed rollout to the left, but he had pressure there, so was never able to flip his left shoulder around to get a good angle on that throw, but kind of flipped it 15 yards down the field to Landon Jones, who couldn't corral it. And so 4th down coming up. Some officials are discussing things here at the line of scrimmage prior to 4th down. They're discussing a clock issue. It says 3rd down on the far sideline. Unless I missed something, it should be 4th. But it's 3rd down, and Lander is lining up like it's 3rd and 7. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but 3rd down and 7 coming up. Lander's lining up in the same formation with Hollingshead in the shotgun. Baker to his left, 3 receivers wide side left. Hollingshead stepping up in the pocket, shimmying at the 25 ahead to the 30, and I think he's short. Well, the official on the far side might give it to him. As Paxton Hollingshead fell over the 30 to the 31, it looks like maybe enough for a 1st down. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I think that was an extra 3rd down for Lander. I'm not entirely sure, and I could certainly be wrong. But, hey, it's 1st down now. From Lander's 30-yard line after the Paxton Hollingshead scramble. Good for a 1st down just by the nose of the football. I mean, there was no reaction from Buffalo's sideline, so maybe I missed the boat. From the 30, same formation for Lander, right hash, 2 receivers wide side left. 1 is attached to the right side. Now, slot left in Finn McFadden, goes short side right. Hollingshead, give to Braden Baker, off right tackle. Baker, charging forward to the 40-yard line to the 43. He's so much fun to watch because not only does he keep that low center of gravity and somehow keep his legs moving through all contact, but every time you think there's enough pressure around him to strip the ball away, I kind of want to look for the ball behind him, and he rarely drops it. Just a fun running back to watch. Should go without saying after last Friday's performance, but definite anchor of the offense as the season has gone on for the Lander Tigers. 1st and 10 after that nice run from Braden Baker to the 44-yard line. We'll try this formation one more time. From the right hash, 2 receivers wide side to the left. Braden Baker's behind, or to the next left of Hollingshead. McFadden and Larvey switch spots. So now McFadden is short side right. Larvey is attached left. Give to Braden Baker, who is shoestring tackled after getting 10 yards, probably 11 after forward progress, to the 45 of Buffalo. 1st down for the Tigers. Getting ready for that one to go. That was just a diving effort on defense away from being a house call for Braden Baker. He has 2 touchdowns in the first quarter of this game already. And that 1st down will move the ball to Buffalo's side of the 50 from the Bison 45. Not sure Lander's run a different formation all drive. From the right hash, 2 receivers wide side left. Baker is to Hollingshead's left in the backfield. Play action to Braden Baker. Finn McFadden in space this time. Makes one man miss to the 40. McFadden held onto the ball as he was contacted from behind across the 35-yard line. Finn McFadden doing a nice job of making the initial defender miss to pick up another Lander Tiger first down. Clock rolls at 6:13 to go in the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Just when you thought Buffalo might be flipping the momentum a little bit in this game, scoring on their third quarter opening drive, Lander is going to run the same formation to the wide side again. Ball this time, those on the left hash, so those wide side receivers are right. And the give is to Braden Baker, who goes counter left to the 30, 25. Runs over the defender at the 15-yard line, finally pulled out of bounds outside the 10. You can't stop and wait for Braden Baker to impact you as a defender. That's not going to go well. As Baker was a wrap-up away from taking that one the extra 15 yards to the end zone. They actually put the ball at the 13. Another first down for the Tiger offense. All but one of those on this drive have been Braden Baker. Finn McFadden also had one in the flat on a quick throw. I swear they've run a one formation this whole drive. They'll flip it now with the ball on the left hash to the wide side right or two receivers, Caleb Larvey in front, in motion, and now Braden Baker is loose at the 5. Braden Baker into the end zone for a Lander Tiger touchdown from 13 yards out. Braden Baker knocks down his third touchdown run of the game. And the Tigers are up by 6. Kind of hoping this game would go this way. Back and forth we go. Makes extra points very important. That one sneaks through. 28-21, Lander Tigers on top. We'll be right back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Boyle Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
This is Fremont County's radio home for the Lander Tigers. KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Tigers on top of Buffalo after their first scoring drive of the second half. 28-21 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. And a game that they have to win to go to the playoffs. On the kickoff to Buffalo, return is out to the 30 and falling forward just shy of the 40-yard line was the Buffalo return man, Zane Huber. Nice return from Zane. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Bison from the 39-yard line. Back and forth we have gone. Tigers have led by 14 twice. Now up by 7 again. PATs, all of them have been perfect, all 7 of them on both sides. And Buffalo with the ball. Senior quarterback Adam McCorkle from his own 39 from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the wide side. Quick throw from McCorkle. Swings it to Wonka in the flat. Wonka makes a move at the 40, upended to the 44. Nice open field tackle there from Landon Jones to prevent that from maybe being a big play. Only was a gain of 5. And so second down coming up from the 44-yard line of Buffalo. 5-minute mark of the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. McCorkle from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the wide side left as the ball is on the right hash. Single receiver short side right. McCorkle, design quarterback run right up the middle. Lost the football. Ball's on the deck. Quick whistle, and they're going to unpile some players. Helmets are missing, And the ball belongs to Buffalo. Ryan Nichols falling on it. Even with the fumble, it will be good enough for a first down for Buffalo. There's an injured Tiger down after the scrum as well. I can't see a number from our angle. Let's step aside for the injury and be right back after this.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander or DuBois and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Landon Jones, the injured Tiger, was able to walk off. Parker Burton, the injured Tiger, able to walk off after the play. Concern was his right knee. First down and 10 for Buffalo out of the timeout. Play action from McCorkle, who runs it straight up the middle. Nobody on the Lander defense was expecting that. McCorkle is still going at the end of the play. Show the end of this run on the Gambles replay. After McCorkle, I think, intended to throw that ball into the flat and somehow didn't lose control of it as he kind of tucked it back and then ran straight up the middle of the Lander defense for a gain of 21 yards on the ground. Improv going well for the Bison on that play. 4:14 and counting in the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Buffalo trailing Lander by 1. The Bison with the ball. Now deep inside Lander territory from the 24-yard line. McCorkle in the shotgun from the right hash. 3 receivers, wide side left. This will be a gift to Wonka up the middle. Spins his way down to the 15 of the Tigers. Close to a first down. Not sure he got there. But it's going to be within a yard if he didn't. Down to the 14. 15 they'll put it, so it will be second down and 1 coming up for Buffalo. Clock still rolling. Approaching 3.5 to go in the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. And second and short coming up for the Bison from the right hash. McCorkle's in the shotgun, has Wonka to his left. 3 receivers wide side left, 1 to the short side right. This will be a sling out into the flat, ball bounce. That's incomplete. And probably a good thing for the Bison it was. That would have been a loss of 3 yards had that been completed. So a break for Buffalo. 3rd and 1 coming up. Always interesting decision making here. Got to get the first down. Got to get the touchdown. Which do you try first? Knowing you're going for it on 4th and 1. If you don't make, say, a shot to the end zone here. When Lander may not be expecting it. We'll see what head coach Ross Walker wants to do on 3rd and 1 from Lander's 15. McCorkle's in the shotgun with Wonka to his left. Again from the right hash. 3 receivers wide side left. Now Wonka resets to McCorkle's right. They'll try for the first down first. It's going to be real close. McCorkle ran into a wall at his offensive line and then was pursued and brought down from the backside. Very nice play. Didn't get a number on that. Might have been Caleb Hamilton from the backside, if I got that right, but he did not get the first down. In fact, he lost a yard. So now it's 4th and 2. Talk about your big plays inside of 3 minutes. Let's see what Lander's 3-4 can do on 4th down and a long 2. From Lander's 15, 16-yard line. Ball's on the left hash now. McCorkle from the shotgun has motion in front of him. Was supposed to be a jet sweep. Broken play. And Lander's going to bury Adam McConkel in the backfield and turn Buffalo over on downs. That was supposed to be a jet sweep to Zane Huber, but the snap was high. And it threw off the timing of the whole play. And by the time McCorkle came down with the high snap, he had nobody to give the ball to. Lander doing a great job of swarming to the ball, so that's a turnover on downs. Remember that one. May end up being a bigger play in the game if Lander comes out on the right side of this one. They're up right now. 28-21 Tigers on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 2:31 to go in the third quarter. And the Tiger offense back where they took over on downs at the 19. Motion across the formation is Finn McFadden. Hollingshead now has tight trips to the left. We'll give it to Braden Baker, who is doing his best to bounce away from a couple of white jerseys, but great defense on the right defensive edge there from the Buffalo Bison. A couple of players swarming to Baker. No gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2-minute mark of the third quarter is upcoming. Again, Tigers up by a touchdown. It's win or go home for both teams. Winner is in the playoffs. Loser is done with football for the year. 2nd and a long 10 after a short loss on first down. Hollingshead with a couple of eligibles to his left attached. Instead, he'll throw short side right. I think that's Finn McFadden who came down with a quick pass and got a good 12 yards on that. Yep, Finn McFadden with a slant over the middle is going to move the sticks up to the 30-yard line, or darn close to it. It's going to be at Landers 29, but still good enough for a first down for the Tigers. Minute 41, clock will resume on the official's indication, and it does. Left to go in the third quarter. Lander would be in just fine shape were this the final frame, but there's a whole quarter of football after this. Tigers on top by a touchdown. Fresh set of downs from just inside their own 30. Hollingshead from the shotgun. Sends motion in front of him. Baker's to his left. 3 eligibles now short side left. Give to Braden Baker, who's contacted by 3 Buffalo Bison defenders, but somehow still able to get 6 yards on the run. Braden Baker was contacted right after getting the ball in the backfield. Had another arm on him at the first level, and the tackle eventually came from a linebacker, but 6 yards had elapsed in the meantime. That's what makes him so much fun to watch run. Lander in no hurry, and the clock is ticking away here in the third. 50 seconds remaining. Probably a snap, possibly 2, pending a whistle. Left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 3 coming up. This will be a quick throw on a wide receiver screen to Finn McFadden to the far side. Finn McFadden doing his best, but is corralled by a couple of Bison, and I think the ball came out. I think Finn McFadden, fighting about 3 defenders late, may have lost the football. Ball definitely popped out, but it's Lander Tiger ball. Hoo-hoo. And we'll see where they put this in relation to the first down. Would either be 3rd and inches or a fresh set after the Finn McFadden run. That is a first down for Lander, and even more importantly for the Tigers, still their football. Finn was held up there at the end of the play, and when one of your teammates is doing that, the others will just go after the ball. Tigers fortunate to avoid a turnover there as we tick down to the end of the third quarter. After 3, in a must-win game for both Buffalo and Lander, Tigers are on top of the Bison 28-21. We'll take a break, be back with quarter number 4 right after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Back for the fourth quarter with Lander with the football with a first down and 10, now moving from left to right. And a false start against the Tigers before the first snap of the fourth quarter. Finn McFadden took a step too early. Turns a 1st and 10 into a 1st and 15 from Landers 34. Landers going to keep the same formation with Finn out there as part of two who are wide side to the left. Finn's in the slot. Hollingshead in the shotgun has Braden Baker to his left. The give is to Braden Baker. Hole up the middle to the 40, 45. Braden is finally brought down as Zane Huber for Buffalo just would not let go of his foot. Otherwise, Braden's probably taken that a lot further. Nice run for a first down as it was to the 45. And the Tigers will have a fresh set. Don't have stats up here, but Braden Baker is easily over 100 yards today as well. And I'm guessing more along the lines of 140 at this point. Has 2 touchdowns, shorter than last week. He has a 1-yard and 11-yard touchdown run. It is 2nd down, actually, after the 5-yard run, looks like, from Braden Baker. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Hollingshead in the shotgun. McFadden across the formation from left to right in front of him. This is a pitch to Baker. Hits the hole at the 45 midfield. 45 of Buffalo for a first down to the 44 of the Bison. Now move the sticks and get the ball on the correct side of the field for the Lander Tiger offense. Now from Buffalo's 44. Fatigue naturally becoming a part of this game, as even time of possession-wise as it's been physical in stopping the run for both teams defensively, but got to find it somewhere in this last quarter. This is your season for one of these teams. Win or go home. From their own 44, Lander Tigers up a touchdown. Hollingshead gives to Braden Baker. Nice stop in the backfield for a loss of 1. Diving defender was Elaine Rabel for the Bison. Rare negative rushing attempt from Braden Baker. Clock rolling under 10.5 minutes in the fourth quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 2nd down and 11 coming up after the loss of 1. From Buffalo's 45, Hollingshead in the shotgun. Tight eligibles right to the short side. Now Finn McFadden across the formation in front of Hollingshead. This will be a pitch again to Braden Baker. Hits that hole again to the 35. Braden Baker running over a Bison to the 25-yard line, falling forward to the 24. That's a nice gain of 20 yards on the ground for Braden Baker. Play worked earlier in the drive. Why not try it again? So down to the 25 goes the Lander offense, and the clock continues to roll. Lander up by a touchdown, and if they could take as much time off the fourth quarter clock as possible here, put it in the end zone with, say, 7.5 minutes to go, that's going to put Buffalo in a tight spot down 2 scores. But first things first, 1st down and 10 from Buffalo's 25. Paxton Hollingshead is in the shotgun. Caleb Larvey spells Braden Baker. And Cody West is off right tackle. 2 receivers wide side to the left. Not sure what the confusion is here. I think they just may be milking the clock. Whatever it was, it's going to result in a Lander Tiger timeout. It's Lander's 2nd of the second half. They have 1 remaining. Buffalo, when it comes down to it, if it does, has all 3. And that gives us a chance to thank some of our great sponsors like Fremont Chevy GMC in Riverton, supporting our local athletes. Your hard work, dedication does not go unnoticed, and Fremont Chevy GMC is here for you every step of the way. 1401 North Federal in Riverton. Also thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply over in Riverton, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. I'm a proud owner of a Porter's fire pit that is going to get some love this weekend. A great forecast in Fremont County for late fall. Should be in the low 60s all weekend. My favorite football weather of the season so far here at home. It's clear skies, no wind. Probably down to the low 50s now at this point in the game. Perfect football weather for a game that one of these teams is going to win and advance to the playoffs. The other is done. Out of the Lander timeout, Tigers have 1st and 10 from their own 25. Hollingshead's in the shotgun from right hash. Still Caleb Larvey in for Braden Baker. And it will be a give to... What in the world was that? That fooled me. I missed that one. Let's see if we can spot this on the Gamble's replay. I thought this was a give to Caleb Larvey, but it was counteraction on the inside of the play. to Cody West. Wow, that was a little flip, little pitch right in front of Hollingshead. Some trickery in the backfield for Lander. Yeah, that got me. Only, after all that fun, only good for about 3 yards. But a positive play for the Tigers. 2nd down and 7 from the 22. Ball on the right side of the field. Hollingshead sends Finn McFadden in motion in front of him. Braden Baker back into the game is to Hollingshead's right. This is nope, that's Caleb Larvey. Pitch to Caleb Larvey to the 20. Is brought down inside, I think, of the 20-yard line after a gain of about 3. This is what you want, though, assuming this drive ends in 7. You want this time to keep on ticking to just about 8 minutes now in the 4th quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. And again, Lander up a touchdown. Giving this back to Buffalo up 14 with, say, 6.5 minutes. Puts them in a tough spot. 3rd down coming up. Now just inside of Buffalo's 20. Hollingshead from the right hash. Braden Baker back in the game to his right. 2 receivers wide side left. Caleb Larvey in motion in front, now attached left. Nice play fake. Into the flat. That's complete. Making a move, making a man miss, and scoring a Lander Tigers touchdown is Landon Jones. Paxton Hollingshead with a beautiful fake on the mesh to Braden Baker. Everybody in the building obviously looking for Braden Baker all game long anyway. And Paxton rode that play fake out so that the second level started moving that direction. And Landon Jones with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Paxton Hollingshead puts Lander up 34-21. PAT, important one, is good. Tigers on top by 2 touchdowns with 7.5 minutes to go. We'll take a break. Be right back after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Boyle Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Lander. The Tigers are on top of Buffalo midway through the 4th quarter by 2 touchdowns on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Kick to Buffalo is a coffin that's going to give a lane to the Bison to the midfield mark, and now cutting it back toward the center of the field to the 40. And the 35 down to the 32-yard line was James Inatz. I think James has a touchdown reception in the game as well as that nice kickoff return. All the way down to Lander's 31-yard line. That's the danger of that coffin kick. You're obviously hoping for a crazy bounce and you get the ball back, kind of like a very long, high onside effort. But if your kick cover doesn't go well, that's the downside. Buffalo down to Lander's 31 to start this drive, down 2 touchdowns to the Tigers. And from the shotgun in the left hash is McCorkle. He has Wonka directly behind him to his left. High snap. McCorkle is going to be wrapped up in the pocket, but he's still on his feet. Now runs into his own lineman trying to help out and is sacked all the way back to the 42-yard line. High snap started that whole play, and then Cody West is going to end up with maybe the longest sack of his career. That will be a 12-yard sack after Adam McCorkle had that high snap, and that just threw everything up. Whatever that play call was a timing play. Probably a quick throw out to that right side. And when that doesn't go right on a timing play, you kind of have to make up what happens next, and it did not go well for Buffalo on first down. 2nd and forever from Lander's 42. McCorkle in the same formation in the shotgun. Good snap this time. He'll wing it across the middle. That ball's caught. Huber with a move. And down to the 35-yard line, or close, say the 36. That's going to get a good chunk of that back. So a manageable 3rd and 6 as Buffalo is going to be right back on the ball on 3rd down and 6 from Lander's 26-yard line. Shotgun with 3 receivers wide side left. Wonka to McCorkle's right in the shotgun. McCorkle, the single step in the pocket. Now eluding some pressure, rolling out to the right. McCorkle looking for somewhere to throw it. Throws it down right about the 1st down marker, but the ball's incomplete, too low for Zane Huber. So 4th down coming up, 4th and 6. And Buffalo's going to go for this, one would imagine. 6:02 left on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 4th quarter clock. Tigers are up 2 touchdowns. Buffalo needs to win the game to continue their season, as does Lander. Winner to the playoffs. Here's Buffalo on 4th and 6. From Lander's 26-yard line, McCorkle in the shotgun from the right side. Has Wonka to his right, 2-by-2 otherwise. McCorkle looking right. Some pressure. Cody West got some face mask, though. Cody West came in with a beautiful sack, unblocked, and just got way too high on Adam McCorkle. Yanked his head around, obvious call. And that's going to help out Buffalo. Face mask occurred all the way back at about the 34-yard line, but it's a personal foul anyway. So we'll see where they put the ball down after that. Man. Cody West had eyes on ending the football game there. Instead, got a little too high, got some of the quarterback's face mask, and gives Buffalo a 1st down. Can't fault him for that play, though. That's an aggressive play. That is going to happen when you're playing like that. Here's a quick snap after the ball is put in play. I'm not sure McCorkle was ready for that. He's going to be wrapped up after only a gain of 1. Caleb Larvey was right there for the Tigers from his linebacker spot on the left side of Lander's defense. So a short gain on 1st down. Almost had the look of a broken play to it. 5.5 to go on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Clock rolls. McCorkle in the shotgun for Buffalo. Still facing 2nd and 10. 3 receivers out to that left side. Quick throw is nearly intercepted. Landon Jones ran into that pass more than he was going for it and just covering his receiver. 3rd down. This is as amped as I've seen Lander's defense, especially the secondary, all season long. They're playing very confidently right now. And the linebacker level is too. So I think a lot of sense in the Lander defense that they can get into the backfield and they have a shot to make a big play late in this game. On the incompletion, clock stops at 5:24, 3rd down and 10. Coming up for Buffalo, 4-down territory from Lander's 16-yard line. Buffalo trailing the Tigers by 2 touchdowns. Winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home. McCorkle is under center on 3rd and 10. 5-step drop with some pressure, rolls out of it to his left, now floats it to the left side of the end zone. That's caught for a Buffalo Bison touchdown. Jaron Sutton from Adam McCorkle. That looked like it was going to be a negative play for Buffalo as well. Lander was right there in the backfield. Adam McCorkle, senior quarterback for Buffalo, did a great job of rolling to his left, eluding the pressure, and finding a wide open receiver. So Buffalo, pending the PAT, which is a very important one, can pull within 7 points. Good snap. Hold is good. Kick is up and through. So the Buffalo Bison are right back in at Lander's led by 14 3 times in this game, but Buffalo is not giving up. Back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, Du Bois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Welcome back to Lander. Tigers lead now 7 after the Buffalo Bison touchdown drive. It is 35-28 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. On the ensuing kickoff, Finn McFadden back deep. The ball rolls out the back of the end zone. Will be a touchback. Tigers will begin this drive up 7 from their own 20. 5:17 to go on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander looking for their signature, sustained, long, time-consuming touchdown drive. Would probably put this game away, but they are 80 yards away from that at this point. And from their own 20, Paxton Hollingshead is in the shotgun. That's Braden Baker to his left. 2 receivers are to the left side, 1 attached to right. Larvey in motion, right to left. This will be a give to Baker, stacked up immediately, maybe a yard. Up the middle of that formation. Second down coming up. Braden Baker's had a whale of a game. My estimation, somewhere about 140, 150 rushing yards. Has 3 touchdown runs from 13, 11, and 1 yards out. Can't ask for any more than that. But the Tigers are going to ask him for one more drive to send the Tigers to the playoffs. Up 7, 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 2nd and 10. Hollingshead, tight formation, now sends a receiver slot right. 2 still attached off right tackle. This will be a flip to Braden Baker, puts his foot in the ground, looking for a lane. Baker is corralled again by his shoes across the 25 to the 26-yard line. I think later in the first half, Buffalo figured out we're going to tackle his shoes. We're going to go after this guy's feet, someone hang on, and help is on the way. I think that's the best Buffalo has come up with against Braden Baker. Still a run of 6, maybe 7. Yeah, out to the 27-yard line. So third down coming up. I don't know that Lander can go for it on 4th in this particular spot. So this is a big third down conversion coming up for the Tigers. From their own 27. Ball's down the right hash, so Hollingshead sends 2 receivers wide side left, 2 tight off right tackle. Braden Baker's to his right in the shotgun. Motion is Finn McFadden across the formation, same formation as the last play. And on the shotgun snap, there's that pitch again to Braden Baker. They're looking for 4, and they're not going to get it. Oh, wait, second effort across the 30, 31-yard line. I think that's a first down. It is. Oh, boy. By the length of the football, Braden Baker had just that much effort to convert that massive third down for the Tigers. And who better to do it, especially later in the season? Braden Baker has been standout. 303 yards against Rollins last Friday for a school record. Almost half that probably tonight with 3 touchdowns to boot. 1st and 10, fresh set for Lander from their own 30. 3-minute mark coming up in the fourth quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 2 receivers short side to the right as the ball's on the right hash as Hollingshead takes a shotgun. Trouble with it. Ball's on the ground. This is a fumble. The mesh never happened, and Buffalo thinks they have it. Oh, Buffalo Bison ball at the 30 of the Lander Tigers. Man, that shotgun, which is what Hollingshead has been operating in for just about all the game, that shotgun exchange has been just fine until that play. Hollingshead bobbled it, still tried to complete the handoff anyway, and that's just never good. Ball ended up on the ground in the backfield, so 1st and 10 for the Bison from Lander's 30. Huge opportunity for the Bison with McCorkey in the shotgun. Trips tight to the right side wide. Wonka looking for the right edge. Flag flies in. Wonka crosses the 20 for a gain of 10 or so, but this one has every indication it's coming back. Wonka spiked the ball in frustration well after the play. Fortunately for him, none of the refs were paying attention. That could have made a bad penalty worse. But a holding is all that Buffalo will be tagged with. That's a big penalty all the way back to the 40, 1st and 20. Lander with some late substitution issues. They only have a single timeout left. I think they have 12 guys on the field, so one of them hurries off. Fortunately, Buffalo's not in a hurry on this play from the shotgun. Back to pass is McCorkey. He's going to let one go to nobody. This could be picked. It is intercepted. That is pulled in by Parker Burton. They're going to say that's incomplete. Oh, man. They said it hit the ground. It looked good from here. Parker Burton had to turn around in such a way as he was still under the ball where he had to get his left shoulder around, and it wasn't an ideal kind of basket catch. And I guess he did not secure that. Oh, man. Wild finish to this one. 2.5 to go. Buffalo down by a touchdown. 2nd and 20 from Landers 40. McCorkle from the shotgun. This will be a jet sweep and a receiver pass to the far side of the field, and somehow that's going to work. Still on his feet is Zane Huber, who's going to be just about at the first down line. So they sent Ryan Nichols in motion from the far side of the field on a jet sweep, had him throw the ball to Zane Huber, and it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and a long one from the 21 or so of Lander. McCorkle in the shotgun, snap is high. He collects it and plows ahead for the first down. That might have been the design on that play anyway, but it was a high snap. McCorkle doing the smart thing and hitting his offensive line, good for a first down. So after all that, man, a fresh set for the Buffalo Bison. Clock is at 1:48 in the fourth quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Timeouts could become important. Buffalo has all 3. Lander has taken 2, so that the Tigers are down to 1. First down and 10 from inside the Lander 20. McCorkle from the shotgun is going to flip it, but that's a fumble. That's behind Wonka. That's a live ball, and Lander has it. Lander came up with a backwards pass. I think the officials may talk about this for a minute, but that was clearly a fumble. They're going to say incomplete. Let's take a look here on the Gambles replay. Note where the quarterback throws the ball. Oh, I don't have the start of the play. That ball was 2 yards behind where McCorkle let that go. Oh, man. Nothing you can do about calls, though. 2nd down and new life for the Buffalo Bison. Minute 29 to go. You just hate to see that call in that situation, though, in this game. 2nd down and 10 for the Bison inside the 20. McCorkle's looking end zone. Lobs it to a wide-open receiver. That's a touchdown, Buffalo. On the receiving end was Einett again, his 2nd touchdown catch of the game. And after a questionable call gives Buffalo another shot at the end zone, they convert. Very important point after touchdown coming with 1:23 to go in the fourth quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Buffalo is showing PAT. This would be for the tie with under a minute and a half to go. Snaps a little high, good hold, and the kick is through. So that will tie the game at 35. A little bit of everything in this one. Come on back for the conclusion, maybe, on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
All tied up at 35 as the Buffalo kickoff goes out of bounds. That's going to help out Lander with field position. Illegal procedure with the kickoff out of bounds. And Lander with a minute 23 to go and one timeout. And the season on the line for both teams, all tied up with Buffalo. They'll start from their own 35 after the kick out of bounds. Historically, Lander has not been a team that can run the hurry up very effectively. In anticipation of a close game, let's see if that was a point of emphasis practice, though, this week. Lander with a chance to run at least 4 plays, you would think, here, with a timeout in their pocket from their own 35. Paxton Hollingshead has Braden Baker to his right, 2 receivers off to the right side, 2 attached left. Hollingshead with a give to Braden Baker. Baker finding his way forward to about the 39 for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. See if Lander wants to hurry up a little bit. Clock rolls, 1:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Lander is not a hurry-up team. It's just not a point of emphasis that they have. They're going to have to hit one big in the few snaps they have remaining. From their own 39, and hang on to the ball in the meantime, obviously. 2nd down and 6 with Hollingshead in the shotgun. This is a play action to Baker. Throw right side. Finn McFadden has it. Finn McFadden with a couple of moves. Finn to the 30. McFadden is still on his feet to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Finn McFadden with a Lander Tiger touchdown. There's 37 seconds left on the clock. Officially, a 68-yard, I believe, Hollingshead to Finn McFadden touchdown pass has given Lander a 6-point lead with 37 seconds left. PAT is still important here. It is up. It is good. And in the most dramatic of ways, a team that just doesn't run hurry up. They don't have a 2-minute offense. They run 2 plays, a run to Braden Baker up the middle for about 4 yards. They key off of that on 2nd and 6 with a play action to Braden Baker and Finn McFadden down the seam. Individual effort from Finn at the back end of that play made the last 35 yards of that play happen. 37 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll see if that's enough to send Lander to the playoffs. Everything you could have hoped for, and the score nobody was anticipating. Both these teams averaging teens per game offensively, and we have 42-35. Lander on top. Contain this kick, though. Buffalo has all 3 timeouts. Deepest receiver for the Bison standing at his own 10. This will be a longer kick. It's headed out of bounds, too. 1 bounce, and it checks out. It'll help out a little bit for Buffalo. So the Bison will also start from their own 35-yard line on this drive with 37 seconds remaining and 3 timeouts, which is what's going to save Buffalo's effort here. With those 3 timeouts, you should have 4 plays here. Home crowd sensing a final score, but we're not there yet. From their own 35, Adam McCorkle with Wonka to his left. 3 receivers to the right side. That's where McCorkle's looking. Loads up one down the right side. A little bit too high for Zane Huber. And that was also well defended out there on that left side from Landon Jones. 2nd down. From Buffalo's perspective, that's a perfect play call. Didn't work out for him, but it doesn't take a whole lot of time off the clock. If it is complete, your guy can get out of bounds. Has the potential to be in a huge chunk play. Lander's coverage was there. So 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 35. Bison trying to prevent an end of their season. 31 seconds on the fourth quarter clock. McConkel from the shotgun. Single step drop, quicker throw this time. In and out of the hands of Landon Jones. That ball is just a little bit too far for McConkel's intended receiver, James Einert, who has a couple of touchdowns for Buffalo in this game. Landon Jones had that fall almost into his left pocket and just couldn't bring it in. That would have ended the game. 3rd down and 10 with 26 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Now whistles before this play, and a timeout's taken by Buffalo. Interesting call there. But they do have all 3. So the Bison take a timeout to talk this over. We'll keep it right here. Don't want to miss any of the remaining 26 seconds with you from Lander Valley High School. Thanks to our sponsors, Wyoming Catholic College, proud to cheer on our local athletes. Your dedication on and off the field is admirable. Find them online at wyomingcatholic.edu. Also, thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto. Stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. It's either going to be a very happy or very surprisingly sad Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show, depending on how the final 26 seconds roll out here. Following the game, Bailey's proud to support our local athletes. Full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. 26 seconds on the fourth quarter clock. Buffalo is now down to 2 timeouts. They have 3rd and 10 from their own 35. They are down 7 points to Lander. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser is done for the year. Out of Buffalo's own timeout, they're taking all the time they can with their coach. Now back onto the field. We'll see McCorkle with Wonka in the backfield. Now Wonka shifts to his quarterback's left side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McCorkle pressure, in trouble. McCorkle somehow escapes the pressure, heaves it down the field, down the left side. He has a receiver that was broken up. That was a beautiful play. Late break on the ball from Caleb Andrews. If I have that right, he's my 29. He's just a sophomore. And after all that in the pocket, McCorkle actually had a streaking receiver at about the 25-yard line, and he threw a dime. But the late closure in the back half of the secondary, just a hand, maybe just a finger to break that one up. Last shot for Buffalo. 4th and 10 from their own 35, 16 seconds remaining. McCorkle's in the gun by himself. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Lander wants a timeout. They'll take one. Lander will take their final timeout, wanting to have a look at what that formation was going to be. So a little bit of chess match between the 2 coaching staffs in this timeout. Buffalo still has 2 remaining. Thanks to Fremont Chevy GMC in Riverton supporting our local athletes, your hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed. Fremont Chevy GMC is here for you every step of the way at 1401 North Federal in Riverton. Also thanks to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander, cheering on our student athletes all over Fremont County. Gambles has winning deals, and remember, delivery is free within 30 miles, so that includes Riverton. Free delivery, turn around, shop in town. Appreciate those of you joining us all over the air, maybe joining us late. It's been a dandy. 42-35, both teams have to win to make the playoffs. The loser goes home. Lander is up by a touchdown. Buffalo is down to 4th and 10 from their own 35. 16 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. Lander somehow scoring on a 68 yards touchdown pass to get us here. And the last shot for Buffalo from their own 35, same formation, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. McCorkle is by himself. Buffalo's quarterback looking downfield, in trouble, steps up, hit as he throws, it's incomplete. The Lander Tigers have held, and they're going to the playoffs. 0-9 last year, winless in head coach Jim Burton's first year. Lander's going to be 4-4 on the year with 2 conference wins, which is enough to sneak them into the postseason next Friday. Barring one more snap, Buffalo's season is over. Victory formation now for the Lander Tigers. Everybody in tight. Hollingshead under center. Snap. Kneel down. No timeout from the visiting bench. Lander's going to play some more football on Friday. first playoff appearance in the Jim Burton era, his second year here in Lander. And the regular season comes to an end with a little bit of a win streak for the Lander Tigers over Rollins and now Buffalo in their last 2 home games of the year. Final score, Lander Tigers 42, Buffalo Bison 35. We'll come right back for the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Welcome back to Lander Valley High School. Final score, Lander 42, Buffalo 35. Welcome into the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Bailey Tire and Auto, proud to support our local athletes. Our full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. With their 7-point victory, Lander is on to the postseason next Friday night. Opponent to be determined at this point. We'll hear about that shortly, I am sure, after the action tonight. Wrap up all the 3A seeding. And Lander will make a road trip, likely to either Star Valley or Cody, but we'll see what the official standings are at the end of Friday night action. Let us recap a little bit of the scoring, all of the Lander scoring. Got going early with Braden Baker. Again, a great performance from Braden Baker. Had to be about 150 yards for him. Don't have that stat officially, but a week after setting the school rushing record of 303 yards against Rollins, Braden had a big night, including 3 touchdowns. He had 2 in the first quarter from 1 yard out with 8:24 to go in the first, and from 11 yards out at 5:20 to go in the first quarter. That was all Lander's scoring in the first frame. Second quarter, a 25-yard fourth down throw from Paxton Hollingshead to Parker Burton made it 21-7. That with 3:47 to go in the second quarter. And then in the second half, Braden Baker connecting again from 13 yards out in the third quarter. And the big play of the year was I'm still doing the math on this, but unofficially, a 68-yard touchdown pass from Paxton Hollingshead to Finn McFadden with 37 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The score was tied all at 28 at that point. It was all tied at 35 at that point in a wild, one of the more fun final 5 minutes of fourth quarter football that you can think of. We've probably forgotten all the wacky events that took place in the fourth quarter. It was an amazing sequence, but ended up being a 68-yard touchdown pass from Paxton Hollingshead to Finn McFadden, who was due for one. He finally got his big offensive play at just the right time. So the Lander Tigers advance to the postseason, and we will be joined here right now on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show by Lander Valley head coach Jim Burton. Coach, what a game. You mentioned after the game last Friday, this is a playoff game. Winless last year, 2 conference wins this year, 4 wins during the regular season this year. Is that reflective of the kind of season it's been for you guys so far?
You know, we told the kids that last week the way we played was the team we are. And that's the team we can be every week. They worked hard. Coaches put in a great game plan. My coaches are amazing, and those boys executed it. You know, defensively, we put out their running backs, and their quarterback just was eating us up. Few adjustments to get a stop here or there, and then, you know, we got to make it interesting and give them the ball back right here on a bobbled snap. You know, just things that happen. And kids, just a lot of heart, no quit. Love them all.
Defensively, I saw in the second half, especially the first 2 levels, start to get kind of excited about getting to the quarterback. And then the third level, the secondary, seemed to be responding to that, saying, you know, throw us the ball. We want you to.
Yeah. You know, and I think, you know, we're a half an inch or 2 away from a couple of picks. Give credit to their receivers. As soon as they weren't getting it, they turned into defenders and broke up some plays. But our secondary was covering up really, really well, actually all night. It's just a matter of how long can you cover. You know, and we finally got a little bit of pressure and got to them, and that rattles them. Again, Coach Rounds put in a great second half adjustment to start spying the quarterback. We just missed him, that big long run. We had him in the backfield and just missed. But again, those kids stepped up when they needed to, and that's all we can ask.
2 quick ones. I've been waiting for Finn McFadden's big play. I thought maybe a kickoff return, a punt return. He had a couple called back during the regular season, but he got his big play at just the right time.
You know, and we've been spying that all day, how they were covering that one choice route. And I just thought, you know what, let's go get it. I know we can play pretty well in a phone booth and beat them out in overtime. I think that was something we could be pretty good at, but I thought, you know, let's go win it. And I put it in Pac's hands, and he took care of it. And then Finn just makes a great play. I mean, good catch, and then just open field. He's just so electric. You know, just it's amazing to watch him with the ball.
So the season continues. What's on the agenda starting on Monday?
You know, we lock down, get ready for Star Valley. That's a really tough team. They've just kind of rolled through everybody, you know. It's a well-coached team. It's a tough place to play. It's going to be weather might be in our favor a little bit. It's going to be a little cooler, maybe a little wet. But just got to go to work.
All right, Coach, awesome job. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Enjoy the win. We'll see you on Friday.
Yep.
There is Lander Valley High School head coach Jim Burton after his team qualifies for the playoffs in a 42-35 final score from Lander Valley High School. Once again, you heard some of the key points here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show from head coach Burton. Braden Baker with another big night. Unofficially, I'm ballparking at about 150. I was close last week. I was guessing 325. He ended up with 303, and 3 more touchdowns added to that in the effort tonight. Paxton Hollingshead, as you heard Coach Burton mention, great game, very consistent game in the pocket when he was called on to throw the ball, which wasn't very often, but Pax doing a great job of managing the game, and you had that big play late in the fourth quarter, 37 seconds remaining. Play of the year for Lander Tiger fans, a 60-plus, we'll do the math and get that right, but I had noted a 68-yard touchdown pass from Paxton Hollingshead to Finn McFadden with, again, just 37 seconds left, sending the Tigers to the playoffs. Buffalo's season with a loss comes to an end. We knew coming in it was win or go home, no matter what happens in the rest of the states. In terms of outcomes or scores or anything, this was a fight for the 4th spot in the 3A East. Lander came out on top at home, and now the reward is a trip to Afton and Star Valley coming up next Friday. Here to tell you that's a good team, one of the 2 prohibitive state championship favorites. It's either Star Valley or Cody, take your pick. But the point is, Lander has earned the right to play up there, and they will do just that next Friday night. Note on all postseason play, There is no streaming video. That's a regulation. So we won't bring you video, but we will bring you a YouTube broadcast with no video, just for the audio. And, of course, we'll have the radio broadcast on 1330 KOVE, 107.7 FM as well. What a football game on just a perfect night in Lander. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Glad you were able to join us for it. And we'll do this one more time next Friday night from Afton, Wyoming. Looking forward to that long, beautiful road trip this time of the year. That's the plus is a lot of people say Afton is the prettiest football field in the state. My vote is right here, especially on a night like this with Lander Valley High School. But Afton's pretty. The drive is pretty nice. I'll give them credit for that. They're also a darn good football team. So going to be a big test for Jim Burton's Lander Tigers in Week 1 of the playoffs. But the Tigers have earned the right to be there. We'll be there with you on the radio next Friday night. Looking forward to bringing that to you. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, and we'll do it again next Friday against Star Valley. Thanks for listening to Lander Tiger Football on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.